Hello and bienvenue. My name is Derek Chung, President and Chief Executive Officer of Defence Construction Canada. In the spirit of renewed relationships with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples across the many lands in which DCC operates, I would like to begin by first acknowledging that we are speaking today from the unceded and traditional territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. As we work to earn trust on what we know is an ongoing journey of reconciliation, we hope to learn from and honor the mindful stewardship of the land shown by generations of Indigenous people and renew our commitment to move forward with collaborative, fair, open, and transparent practices. Joining me today are the Honorable Philomena Tassi, Minister of Public Services and Procurement, Maureen Miller, Chair of DCC's Board of Directors, and Kevin PetitFrere, Acting Vice President, Finance and Chief Financial Officer. In many ways, 2021-22 was about moving forward and trying to put the challenges of the pandemic behind us. As we take time today to provide an overview of DCC's past year, I am pleased to say we achieved many successes. Financially, yes, but also in service of all Canadians, in advancing our strategic priorities and in creating a workplace that is second to none. We are in a strong position today, and that is thanks to the dedication and close, meaningful collaboration of everyone we work with, our client partners, our industry and community partners, our stakeholders, and of course, our DCC team. I am very optimistic as we move forward together. I am now honored to invite the Honorable Minister of Public Services and Procurement, Ms. Philomena Tassi, to say a few words. Minister Tassi represents the riding of Hamilton West Ancaster Dundas in the House of Commons and has served as Minister of PSPC since October 26, 2021.
Hello, bonjour. I'm Philomena Tassi, Member of Parliament for Hamilton West Ancaster Dundas and Canada's Minister of Public Services and Procurement and Shared Services Canada. I'm happy to be speaking to all of you at the Defence Construction Canada's 2022 annual public meeting. There are two main reasons why I'm happy to be here with you. The first is history. For 70 years, you have been valued and trusted by the Government of Canada. You have also been valued and trusted by your client, the Department of National Defence, by the industry, and by numerous stakeholders. Another reason is your commitment to achieving important priorities. For example, the Government of Canada is committed to creating more opportunity for Indigenous businesses to succeed and grow. This is an important part of my mandate, and I am proud of the work that you've done on this front. Not only have you met our target of 5% of federal contracts awarded to Indigenous businesses, you've surpassed it by reaching 7.3%. These efforts have already had a positive impact for Indigenous-led businesses, and I look forward to seeing this commitment continue. I also want to acknowledge that Defence Construction Canada placed 22nd out of 300 companies on Forbes magazine's list of Canada's best employers. This honor is well deserved, especially because Forbes made its assessments and determinations by speaking directly with employees. This honor is a testament to the positive workplace Defence Construction Canada has created, the exciting and meaningful work done by the organization, and growth opportunities that are afforded to employees. Finally, I want to say thank you to every Defence Construction Canada employee, as well as the Board of Directors, for continuing to reward the trust placed in you, for your consistent efforts that help advance federal priorities, and for doing great work for Canada and for your client partners that rely on you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today, and congratulations on your 70th anniversary. Back over to you, Derek.
Thank you, Minister Tassi, for taking the time to share your remarks today. I would now like to invite Maureen Miller, Chair of the DCC Board of Directors, to provide her annual update on DCC's performance and progress on its strategic commitments.
Thank you, Derek, and hello, everyone. I'm Maureen Miller, Chair of the Board of Directors for Defence Construction Canada. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our annual public meeting for 2022. And what a year it has been. DC celebrated 70 years in operation. 70 years! That's a significant milestone for any organization, and it would be tempting to spend this time looking back at where we've been and everything we've accomplished together. But I don't want to dwell on the past. I want to learn from it, to be mindful of the progress we've made, and then look ahead with renewed purpose to what's next. This was a year in which we continued to face and to rise above COVID-related challenges as our new normal takes shape and we continue to support gradual return to work. We'll also continue to explore some new possibilities that it presents in terms of more flexible work arrangements. We will no doubt continue to adapt and find efficiencies because that's what DCCers do. But the pandemic wasn't all we focused on. While it certainly had an impact on what we did and how we did it, it was also a year in which we made great strides on our strategic priorities, including those aimed at creating a healthy, diverse, and inclusive workplace. We moved forward with implementing our diversity and inclusion strategy, as well as our workplace wellness and mental health strategy. These will, of course, continue to be a focus of ours in the coming year, as will taking steps to ensure we build a culture of accessibility and reduce barriers with our soon-to-be-released accessibility plan. As a chair of the board, I can tell you that our team from coast to coast to coast has embraced this opportunity of moving DCC conversations about diversity and inclusion and mental health to a very good place. Our strategies are driven by the DCC team and represent what we believe at DCC to be a good path forward. We have a great team. I'm proud to say our commitment to excellence in service delivery is as strong or even stronger than ever. As the needs of our defense and security client partners have changed, even more than in past years, DCCers have responded, showing remarkable resilience. As you know, we've all had adjustments to make, including complying with the fairly demanding but very necessary health and safety protocols that were put in place to keep everyone as safe as possible. And because service delivery is and always will be a priority, we went so far as to create a whole new region, the Pacific region, a move that will help us be even more responsive to those we collaborate with and serve in the West in the years ahead. And as always, in addition to our own organizational priorities, this was a year spent supporting Government of Canada and D&D priorities, such as the Green Defence initiatives and creating opportunities for Indigenous businesses. We're excited to keep supporting these important efforts that align so well with our own vision and values, and to add others in the months and the years ahead, including a focus on improving cybersecurity. As we move forward together into our 71st year and beyond, I'd like to take a moment to thank the Board of Directors for their thoughtful guidance and all DCC employees for all your hard work, of course, but also your ingenuity, your tenacity, and your positivity in the time of great change. Derek, back to you.
Thank you, Maureen. Because of the pandemic and all the social and economic impacts it has had, these times we have just been through have been labeled unprecedented. I like that word, not because of what COVID-19 has stopped us from doing, but because of what we have been able to accomplish in spite of it. As we continue to move forward together to achieve the ambitious objectives within our strategic themes of people, service delivery, business management, and leadership and governance, here's a few examples of what unprecedented means to me. It's the focus we put on providing more progressive and accessible health and wellness benefits, enhancing our health and safety policy, and empowering DCCers to achieve greater work-life balance. It is the dedication to community involvement and volunteerism I have seen from DCC employees and enjoyed personally being a part of our 70th anniversary activities and initiatives like the DCC Workplace Charitable Campaign. This year, we raised more than $111,000, almost 40% over our $80,000 goal. It's the commitment we have made to building a fair, respectful, and inclusive workplace with the launch of DCC's Diversity and Inclusion Strategy 2.0 and all of the training, awareness activities, events, and initiatives it outlines. And it's the support we are proud to be showing Indigenous businesses and communities. This year, we took the first step towards Progressive Aboriginal Relations, or PAR, certification, successfully implemented the procurement strategy for Indigenous business, and launched the DCC-D&D Joint Indigenous Procurement Strategy. I am proud to say DCC awarded over 90 contracts worth over $46.4 million to Indigenous businesses. That's 7.3% of the total value of contracts awarded last year, exceeding the 5% target. On another note, I'm happy to say that service delivery has not wavered in this last year. With an active portfolio under DCC management valued at $8.4 billion, we achieved a 99% client partner satisfaction rating, and to allow work to continue to align to the core public service and to respond to the government's request to mirror its policy, DCC implemented its COVID-19 vaccination and prevention policy. We continued to support D&D's green defense initiatives, including a green procurement approach, energy performance contracts, and net zero building projects. And DCC's new and innovative procurement approach, the Integrated Project Delivery, or IPD model, has so far been a real success story. Not only is it one of the most collaborative and innovative contracting models in construction industry today, it has led to construction on the Royal Canadian Dragoons Armory and Training Facilities at CFB Petawawa being completed 5 months ahead of schedule and almost $5 million under budget. I want to thank the board for its continued leadership and support, and our employees for continuing to go above and beyond, our client partners, our industry, and for each other. I am very proud of what we've been able to accomplish this past year, and I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together in what is sure to be another unprecedented time ahead. Thank you. Now, I'd like to welcome Kevin PetitFrere, Acting Vice President Finance and Chief Financial Officer, who will provide highlights of the corporation's financial results for the 2021-22 fiscal year. Kevin?
Merci, Derek. C'est avec plaisir que je suis ici aujourd'hui. En premier lieu, je tiens à dire que la pandémie de COVID-19 n'a pas eu de conséquences importantes sur les activités en 2021-2022. Les perturbations ont été minimes et les affaires se sont déroulées presque comme d'habitude. Le nombre de nouveaux appels d'offres que nous avons attribués est demeuré stable. Plus de 1400 contrats ont été attribués à des entrepreneurs, des experts conseils et des fournisseurs pour une valeur totale de 636 millions de dollars. À notre niveau d'activité actuel, nous générons jusqu'à 4000 emplois à temps plein et injectons de l'argent dans les communautés locales par l'entremise de paiements versés aux entrepreneurs et aux experts conseils. Le modèle opérationnel de rémunération des services de CDC, sans crédit du gouvernement du Canada, est directement lié aux dépenses de nos clients partenaires pour la réalisation de projets d'infrastructure et environnementaux. Le revenu de nos services s'est élevé à 148 millions de dollars l'an dernier, soit une augmentation de 20 millions de dollars par rapport à l'exercice précédent. Cette hausse s'explique principalement par l'augmentation de la demande de nos services de nos clients partenaires, combinée à une augmentation prévue des taux de facturation pour l'année. Témoignant de notre agilité opérationnelle, nous avons augmenté nos effectifs dont les salaires et les avantages sociaux sont en hausse de 13%. Cette augmentation est principalement due à l'embauche de 119 nouveaux employés à temps plein en raison d'une demande accrue de la part du client partenaire et d'une augmentation annuelle prévue du salaire liée au coût de la vie et à la rémunération au rendement. L'objectif de CDC consiste à gérer ses activités de façon à se maintenir légèrement au-dessus du seuil de rentabilité après modification des fonds de réserve pour les futurs projets d'immobilisation et la recherche en innovation. Ainsi, nous établissons prudemment notre taux de facturation et apportons des changements d'une année à l'autre pour nous assurer de continuer à répondre à nos besoins opérationnels et en capital. En 2021-2022, les services de CDC ont représenté 13% des coûts des programmes d'infrastructure et environnementaux du MDN réalisés au cours de l'année. Cet indicateur représente la partie du budget des programmes d'infrastructure et environnementaux du MDN consacrés aux services de CDC. En général, CDC s'attend à ce que ces coûts soient de l'ordre de 9 à 15% du budget des programmes d'infrastructure et environnementaux du MDN. DCC's income for the year was $13 million, an increase from $7 million in the previous year. The higher net income in the year was driven by higher demand for our services, lower than planned professional services, information technology expenditures, and decreased travel and training costs related to COVID-19 restrictions on travel. Looking ahead, DCC will, of course, continue to navigate and mitigate the impacts of COVID-19. There is still some uncertainty, but we do not believe there will be a negative impact on operations overall. Over the next 5 planning years, we anticipate contract expenditures of more than $1 billion each year as we support infrastructure for the Future Fighter Capability Project and Canadian surface combatant ships, and manage energy performance contracts across Canada, among other work. We will also continue to accelerate investment in business innovations, particularly our digital capability, to improve our efficiency and effectiveness and deliver further value to the Crown. At the same time, we are mindful of the ongoing military attack on Ukraine that is leading to heartbreaking loss of life and incredible damage to infrastructure and the Ukrainian economy. We stand ready to support DND in any way needed. So far, the financial impacts of the war have been minimal for DCC, and we are monitoring the broader economic and inflationary pressures the conflict may create. Overall, DCC moves ahead from a position of strength, and we remain optimistic about the financial forecast in the years ahead. Thank you.